Hey, Clint, this is Jeff Lowe.
Hey, Jeff, how are you?
Not too bad. How you doing?
Pretty good.
What's up?
I was wondering if I could meet up with you, discuss some stuff you was looking for there on Facebook. Looking for something buried back there or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you remember me. I've met you once before, whenever I think you first got here, if you're the same person. Before you on RV Park went in over there, I came up, looked at doing some dirt work and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, at one point in time of us working there, we used to do a lot of work up there and stuff, and I noticed the other day on Facebook that you were looking for something that's been buried back there.
Yeah.
And whenever we were up there doing dozer work one time, the last thing he had an operator do before he leave was cover up those another one. And I don't know if that might help you in here or not.
Yeah, you never know. Because, we've had this, you know that chick that got her arm ripped off up there? Do you remember that?
Something about it, yeah.
She's like this drunken party chick, all right? And she's been, over the last few years, she's been to 3 different parties, and then went on a road trip with actually the guy Joe tried hiring his hitman. And when she gets fucked up, she starts running her mouth, and she's told the same story to 4 different people who have all come to me individually and said, look, this woman claims that her and John Finlay were sitting out in the back 40 back there, and one night getting drunk and smoking weed, and they caught 2 PETA people climbing over the fence, so John Finlay pulled a gun out and shot him. He killed one and wounded the other. And she says when he went over to finish off the other one, he started puking that he couldn't do it. So she took the gun and she shot the guy. And then they get hold of Joe and they say, what the fuck did we do? And he says, just put him in a tire back there and burn him. So...
Well, this deal, I don't know when that was supposed to happen, but this has been like... I'm talking to my operator about it when I saw it, but I'm talking about like tiger skulls for tigers and stuff is what I was talking about.
Well, he's probably, it would all be mixed in, because I don't know how much of a human body would burn in one of those big tires, but probably quite a bit. And
well, I didn't know that. I remember my operator coming to me. I know you were talking about looking for a spot where some tigers may have been, some dead tigers were buried or something.
Yeah.
And I remember my operator coming to me because whenever we moved the dozer back in, I was like, God dang it, these stinks. And he's like, yeah, I had to push that pit in with all those dead animals in it. And I said, oh, really? He goes, yeah, man, there was a tiger skull in there. He said, I asked him if I could have it. And he said, under federal law, that when something dies there, it's going to be buried there, not to leave a privilege. Hell, we didn't think nothing about it. We didn't know nothing about it.
That's a lie. He could have given it to you if you're a resident of Oklahoma. You can't cross state lines with it, but you could have
I thought y'all were looking for somewhere that tigers or something were buried. I told my operator, I said, I hate to, if I know something that can help them, I hate not to do it. But
yeah, well, let me...
I don't know anything about it humans, but I know that there was some tigers in there.
Yeah, he because OSBI has been out there, despite Joe claiming that they haven't. They have been. They came out there with Sheriff Rose and Garvin County Sheriff and Fish and Wildlife. They found the first tigers. That's what he got convicted on, killing the first 5. But
they may have already found it then.
Yeah,
this was up by the park where we were working.
Huh. Well, they found the 5 back there because they got hold of the kid who buried them, who worked there, and he led them right to them. And then all this information now on the bodies has come out since Joe was convicted, so it's all like new leads for them. But they're kind of waiting because he gets sentenced here in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
They're waiting to see if the judge nails him for 20 or 30 years. That's a life sentence to him anyway.
Yeah.
Because it's going to cost him $100,000.
Where this was, and my operator said he could probably walk back here, but he seems to think that there's some enclosures built there because that was what Joe said they were going to build there whenever they leveled it off. Was build some enclosures, but where if I remember, now I'm talking back. This is like a 14 or so, way back there. But if I remember right, it was when you go past in front of that house that's back there and around that metal building.
Yeah.
You go. I think there was a camel or something in there for a while.
Cletus,
to go back to another gate. There's enclosures on both sides.
Yeah.
Well, the pit was on the south side before I think it was before you get to that wire gate back there between the enclosures and then that wire gate on the south side.
Huh. Well, the first time you're around, I'm in Davis right now. Otherwise,
you're not in Davis.
I'm in Ardmore, not Davis. Yeah,
I got to Davis, but I went up there and I really just wanted to talk to you about it and let you know that, I thought they were looking for where some animals were buried or something, and that's what I told my operator. I said, I called him. I said, didn't you remember saying there was a tiger? Yeah, there was a. He said there was a tiger. There was a tiger. He said, the reason I knew it was because there was still some of its hide.
Huh.
So I don't know. I know that those are stunk, but and then he said there was. He wanted to say he said I'm pretty sure it was like a zebra and some other smaller cats.
Well, yeah, that fucker. He's killed animals out there for so many years. It's hard.
Well, that's what I didn't know that if I had something. Now I don't. Whenever we didn't know there was anything wrong with it when we did it. We just he didn't push his pin in, dig me another one. So that's what we did.
Right.
But I saw whenever you said that they weren't able to find it. And I thought, well, maybe I could help you a little bit or something.
Well, you know what they did? They sent their bone specialist out, and he was out there for half hour, and he's picking up all these rib bones, and there's been 500 damn cows dumped back there or more.
Yeah.
And he picked up this rib, and he says, look, if I didn't know that I'm looking at a cow's rib, he says, I'm the bone guy, and I would swear that this was a human rib. He says, yeah, he says, so the problem is we could sift this soil back here for months looking for human remains, and we'd almost have to test everything that we questioned, like, for DNA, whether it's cow or human. So that's why he's saying, look, if Joe's convicted on these other things, we're not going to worry about it. But if the judge gives him a 3 or a 4 year sentence, then they're going to go after, they're going to pursue it, because if they really killed somebody like Saff said, and then that family deserves some kind of closure,
Yeah.
And it's.
You would think though that somebody would be looking for somebody missing.
Yeah, well, that's what the OSBI went through all of the missing people reports, but what we pointed out to the feds is that PETA, the animal rights group, PETA is mostly founded in Europe. They're European, so they'll send people here from Europe to spy on a facility, and if maybe there are 2 people missing in England,
Yeah, exactly. You may not know it.
Right. So,
well, like I said, I didn't know anything. I didn't pay attention to anybody. I thought you was talking about like animals or something that were missing.
Well, I appreciate you checking with us, because it could have been a home run if that's what we were looking for.
Yeah, I was just I knew that he said there were several different kinds of animals in there, so that's what I thought. I'm pretty sure we can get you pretty close with that.
All right. Well, if I'll talk to the feds, and if they want to pursue that, I'll give you a holler back.
Well, you got my number.
All right. Thanks. All right, bye.